It's our birthright. It's our heritage, our destiny. If America is everything and everyone, then it is nothing and no one at all. When they tear down our statues and monuments, mock our history, and insult our traditions, they're attacking our future as well as our past. By changing the stories we tell about ourselves, they believe they can build a new America with the new myths, new people. But America doesn't belong to them.
Damn.
It belongs to us.
Whoa.
It's our home.
Hey, whoa. Okay, slow down. Slow down. Damn, I can only take so much white supremacy rhetoric in one day. Okay, damn. Can we just guess on who the we is? Who's the us? Like, this is the reverse Kendrick Lamar. He literally said, they are not like us. I want to play a game with you guys, okay? Once again, I need to get back into the mindset, okay? Let's play a game, okay? I'm going to read some statements to you, okay? I need you to listen, put on your thinking cap, okay? Because if this goes over your head, then you might be one of those guys that seem to not be able to read in between the lines, okay? So when I read these statements, I want you to tell me what the underlying message that I'm trying to relate to you, okay? The first one is, listen, kid, you keep running your mouth, you're gonna be getting whacked. Once again, listen, kid, you keep running your mouth and you're gonna get whacked. Now tell me in the comments or in the live chat right now, what does that mean? What am I trying to imply to you when I say that, okay? The second one is, and when that happens, by sunrise, you'll be 6 feet deep. You'll be 6 feet under. What am I trying to imply to you? When you hear that, somebody came up to you and said, hey, by sunrise, you're about to be 6 feet under. And then the last one, which is a funny one, but so think real hard. Because I don't mind sending you on a permanent vacation. Once again, these euphemisms, that's what it is. I had to look it up, make sure I'm pronouncing that right. These are euphemisms. And if you don't know what that means, let me teach you real quick. A mild, indirect, or figurative way of expressing something harsh or taboo like death, killing, or sex. For example, he passed away, instead of saying he died. Simple. That is a pretty simple concept to understand, that people will kind of layer what their intent is when they're trying to speak to someone, especially in public, where they know thousands, possibly even millions of people are listening, but they're trying to get a particular message to their core base. And this is, either called dog whistles or, other similar things like that, which is understandable. So let's go ahead and listen what Mr. Senator Eric Schmidt, now who he is, in case you guys don't know, because I didn't know, he is the current U.S. Senator from Missouri. He currently holds the position of vice chair of the Joint Economic Committee and serves on both the Armed Service and the Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee. He's recognized as a strong ally within the conservative circles and have been described as a White House whisperer, noted for pushing Trump-aligned policies like the Senate's recession bill and advocating for Medicare reform under an American First agenda. So once again, this is not a random crazy person. This is not someone on TikTok who just no, that is not relevant. This is someone who holds power over people's lives. Okay, so that is for context. Let's go ahead and get into our video. Once again, I almost forgot, we need blockers for this, because this content is copyright, something like that. But so we need the black bars for copyright purposes. So let's go ahead and get into it.
With the donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
There's a bunch of donkeys around here.
With the hee-haw. You are a donkey.
What the hell? What the hell is?
What more do you need?
All right.
Okay, now Eric was speaking at the 5th Annual National Conservatism Conference in Washington, and he posed a question. The question is, what is an American? Would you like to hear some of his answer? Let's listen.
The Continental Army soldiers dying of frostbite at Valley Forge. The Pilgrims struggling to survive in the hard winter soil of Plymouth. The pioneers striking out from Missouri for the wild and dangerous frontier. The outnumbered Kentucky settlers repelling wave after wave of Indian war band attacks from beyond the stockade walls. All of them will be astonished to hear that they were only fighting for a proposition. They believed they were fighting for a nation, a homeland for themselves and their descendants. They fought, they bled, they struggled, they died for us. They built this country for us. America, in all its glory, is their gift to us, handed down across the generations. It belongs to us. It's our birthright. It's our heritage, our destiny. If America is everything and everyone, then it is nothing and no one at all. When they tear down our statues and monuments, mock our history, and insult our traditions, they're attacking our future as well as our past. By changing the stories we tell about ourselves, they believe they can build a new America with the new myths, a new people. But America doesn't belong to them.
Damn.
It belongs to us.
Whoa.
It's our home.
Hey, whoa. Okay, slow down. Slow down. Damn, I can only take so much white supremacy rhetoric in one day. Okay, damn. Can we just guess on who the we is? Who's the us? Like, this is the reverse Kendrick Lamar. He literally said, they are not like us. Who is the us he is referring to? And once again, remember, we played that game at the beginning of it. So this should be an easy layup for you, okay? I already got you stretched out, which, okay, not in that way. Okay, that's gross. Stop thinking it like that. But it should not be hard to understand who he's talking about. Pretty obvious. But of course, you know, people are going to be like, oh my God, why are you always trying to involve race and then, you know, always trying to further divide this country? I'm sorry. This rhetoric here is directed to a specific group of people. And the language is, it is us versus them. There's no other way to decipher this.
It's a heritage entrusted to us by our ancestors. It's a way of life that is ours and only ours. If we disappear, then America too will cease to exist.
Damn.
There's a lot there. Let's unpack. Let's discuss. If America is everything and everyone, then it is nothing at all. If you listen to what I just played, Senator Schmidt kept saying America doesn't belong to them, it belongs to us. He said America is a nation and a people with its own distinct history and heritage and interests. Listen, man, there are some white people, I said some white people in this country who believe in white replacement theory, okay? I don't have time to tell you what white replacement theory is, but it's the claim that white populations are deliberately being replaced by non-white people. Not to mention the Census Project back in 2018 projected that white people will become the minority by 2045. Ever since that came out, okay, the plan has been in motion by some white people to ensure that don't happen. You know I love putting on my tinfoil Pooh Shiesty mask, okay? I love a good conspiracy theory, but when that Census Project came out, and prior to that, getting 8 years of a black president, then they turned around and almost elected a woman. Some white males said, no way, Jose. Literally, no Jose, no Julio, no Juan, no Jamal, okay?
No Tyra.
Okay, first off, this is where Charlemagne is at his best. Like, once again, when he's tackling single individuals events like this is where he's at his best. He's not a good debater. He's not a good someone to challenge or push someone in a conversation. This is where he's at his best. But he's right. And once again, I'm pretty sure we all kind of see the white lash. What was it? Roland Martin. I read his book. I forget what his book is called, but I read it, and that's pretty much what this is a reaction to white people, some white people, that feel like something is being taken away from them. With Obama running and winning, there's like, okay, maybe, okay, cool. But then as more minorities and black folks started to get more footing in this country. Okay, it may not be by leaps and bounds, but we're starting to see a slight culture shift to where we now have more elbow room at the table, I guess you could say. Some of the, all these racist white folks, okay, it's not even a secret now. They don't like that. They do not want that. If they see any other group progressing in any way, they see it for some reason that being against them. If they're gaining rights and economic freedoms in any way, shape, or form, that means they're taking away from me. And that's what scares these racist POSs. They don't want that. So, hey, let's go a little longer, then we gonna talk.
Rome.
No, come on now. Now, I see the headline. I see the headline going around on Instagram. It says, Eric Schmidt says America is for white people only. Now, everybody is going to run with that headline, and then Eric is going to go on Fox News and say the radical left is losing their woke minds. I never said that, and he's right. He didn't, but here's the thing. He never said who us is. And that's the game, okay? When a politician leaves us undefined, it's because they know exactly who they're talking to. And the people he's talking to, they know that message is for them as well. Mm-hmm. And spoiler alert, if you're black, brown, legal immigrant, LGBT envy, Jewish, Muslim, chances are you not in that either. Okay, you not in that us. All right, that's all Eric Schmidt just gave. Okay, he gave us a they not like us with absolutely zero seasoning. Okay, what happened to America being conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal? Mm-hmm. Okay, what happened to America being inclusive? I mean, it never really was, but damn it, at least we was fake trying. Okay, now you got people like Eric Schmidt saying straight up, this country is for us, and he's saying it over and over and over again. That's not inclusive. That's exclusive. And when you're speaking at a national conservatism conference, forgive us if we think us starts sounding like shorthand for white males only. Okay, by the way, no matter how much you attempt to clarify this, it's going to sound like racially coded rhetoric straight out the we want segregation again starter pack. Okay? The us you talking about aren't the ones who make the best tacos on Tuesday and jerk chicken on Saturday. Okay? He's talking about the us that seasons food with a pinch of salt and a pinch of prayer. Okay? If America is everything and everyone is nothing at all, that's what he said. Did he say that? Can I hear that part again?
Damn. That is crazy. Once again, what did he?
And everyone, pinch of salt and a pinch of prayer. Okay, if America is everything and everyone is nothing at all.
If America is everything and everyone, it is nothing at all. That is literally why I constantly say, especially when I make this content, and I will always, at least one person, I kid you not, it's always the one person, the one comment that's like, hey, you're being way too biased. You're not trying to understand the other side. You're not trying to compromise. You're not trying to have a conversation with people. You're just trying to divide this country, blah, 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 whatever the case is. And I've been saying this for a while, and I will say it again. There is things, there is standards, there's integrity. And I mean, we can just boil it down to being a human being. There's some things you just can't compromise on. Like, my question is, how do you compromise with a racist, white supremacist, bigoted, whatever name that you want to say that I probably can't say here on YouTube because I will get in trouble. How do you compromise with people like that? We're not just having a regular political discussion and we just disagree on like minimum wage or something. No, he is literally advocating for, at the very least, being charitable here, which we can probably think of extreme things he was trying to hint at, but segregation at the most. Keeping a white majority so they can have a white power structure. Staying in charge. How do you compromise with people like that? So in my opinion, you have to be biased against that. And if something in your mind is like, hey, I need to work with that person, hey, you already done lost the battle. Yeah, that's it. See how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra.